Now I was thinking about it, this mission I sort of could have prepared for a bit easier. A lot of the people I was getting some like last second sniper stuff with, not that I was trying too hard to farm them up or anything like that, but a lot of them didn't actually have any like cyber resistance at all. I thought that just generally got better for being in the Psi Lab and from general training and all that, but apparently not. So some of our best soldiers, like a good portion of them, honestly, they're not even on this mission. So like a little part of me also wants to see if we can manage it with a more proper team of people who have mushy minds, but I don't know. Not sure on that. This is the final mission. This is the second part of Cydonia. We're on turn 8 or 9 or so. We're on turn 9. And it's going, I'd say maybe a little bit about even. Think Zircrom and Defiles is so sad. Play Despacito or whatever it is. Yeah, getting there though. I'd say it's about even. Sanity loss is pretty hefty here. Everybody's having to do what they can to, oh, that's gone, to keep up with it. I think there was a sectopod that we saw down here or so.
Did you hear the rumor about butter? Well, I'm not going to spread it.
Oh.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
I think we had that one. Thank you, Lithrandel. 1,000 bits for those 2 puns. Much appreciated. Kicking it off proper with the puns. Thank you very much. Additional soldier customization packs are worried that may interfere. I don't think they'll interfere, and I also don't have any. My current, I've got the demands around, right? I've got the mods command updated. There's also a long war command and then LWOTC command as well that link to the installation and stuff like that. But I've got the mods thing there. It's basically just Long War of the Chosen, what's required to get that working because of its developmental status. The more I looked into it, the more people were reporting bugs and issues and all that stuff. And maybe if Beta 4 rolls around, maybe that fixes it then. I have no idea. But we're going to be keeping it, whoops, pretty light. But that's okay. I mean, Long War of the Chosen, it changes so much anyway. It is actually a whole new game. But yeah, some people like Boselli II probably shouldn't really be here. They're so bare bones basic and like their accuracy is garbage, and they got good psi resistance, yes, but they're not really worth bringing because they can hardly shoot. I guess it's better than nothing. I guess, but man, only just. And Yellow Victini, I think I just have you step back a little bit. I'm nervous about the corners. I'm even nervous about the corner that Anika is on. We'll hang out like that. We got, I think, frickin' Moron currently down 3 fatal wounds. We'll see about doctoring you up. We got Spider Scribe here to give you the med kit. Yeah, I know. The normal thing is just to fire low side people because it doesn't really improve. I get that. I hate that that's a thing, but I do get it.
I don't really call for funerals that start before noon. I guess I'm just not a morning person, D.
Ugh, Lithrandel. Don't really care for funerals that start before noon. Guess you're not really a morning person. Jeez, what did we get for a hype train emote? Hype rip? Well, there we go, I guess. It's a skull with the dagger in its head. It reminds me a little bit of Gilded Dungeoneering, a little bit, the image. I hate the pommel of that. It looks like the dagger is melting a little bit. Oh well. We got this guy still alive. We're pulling back for that. Look out for it. Could still walk up and do something nasty. This is generally a nice, safe, dead-end area here, so that's good. We've got that locked down at this corner. I think oh yeah, there it is, the sectopod right there. This corner I think is kinda clear if we take care of the sectopod there. Downstairs, I have no idea what we're rocking. Not a clue. Not a clue at all. I somewhat suspect Hateable Vermin is just going to get shot in the side of the face next turn. Daniel Snow, we were looking at getting ready for a blaster bomb. Moves you into a little safer of a spot so you don't have to navigate around these really tight hallways with it. Rolo with a shrapnel launcher. We'll see. 130 cutting damage. I don't know if that's good enough or not. It'll hurt it at least, I think. All right. Otto, oh my gosh, King Skink. That'd be a great name for somebody in XCOM 2. Otto Sniper, OTTO Sniper. Ah, frickin' moron died. And Ecliptics panicked. Ah, shit. I tried to get to you in time. That'd be a great name. Like, there'll probably be a heavy. One of the mods that a lot of people play with is the one that allows you to choose what people promote into. I like it being random because otherwise everybody's just going to be a heavy because heavies are the best, obviously. So I've got it still set to just be random. But yeah.
FedEx left an envelope on the porch labeled "Do not bend." I'm still not sure how to pick it up.
Yeah, what the hell? You kick it up with your foot, neophyte, like a hacky sack. You gotta flip it up with a heel McTwist, McTruffle, shuffle, and into an ollie. Thank you, neophyte. You could also just squat. I mean, if you squat correctly, you don't kneel at all. Can we? From here, you don't see him. From here, you do see him. From here, auto fire. Take him out. The Sectopod can't see you. You're safe. You need to get a little bit of Cyclone? No, not Cyclone. Nobelon, that's the one. Oh jeez. Did I add any tile set mods for XCOM 2 to get a bit more variety? I did not. It is Long War of the Chosen with whatever is needed to keep that to go on. And that's it, because a lot of stuff isn't quite compatible with it. We will see if I need to add more or not. But for the moment, that's it. Got Ove and Baneken here. We could get... Step to the side a bit. We'll get Rollo up somewhat. Snapshot a shrapnel launcher like right there. Well, that angle I don't trust. That's an angle I don't trust. Believe it or not, those do exist with the shrapnel launcher. Maybe just round the corner. We'll get you to like aim shot the silicoids or something like that. Mr. Zeddy Pongu. We scoop Baneken a little bit more. Just be really careful around there. Like, so careful. Oof. I'm glad I did that. A couple of those missed. You saw how wavy that was for a brief moment. It claims to have done a whole lot of nothing to him. We'll see if that's actually the case. Hell, Daniel Snow maybe. I mean, you're pretty accurate. So you might not need quite so much guidance. How about that? The hell was that? All right. Do we try again with you? Makes me so nervous. Okay. We got it. God, that makes me nervous. Okay. Ove hangout. Alyssa, have some Noble on. Van Ken needs Noble on as well. Hateable Vermin 2. Okay, that's looking to be about all we've got for Noble on pop this turn. This is downstairs, which I'm a little bit afraid to scout out. I'm just gonna hide, like, a lot.
Found the issue with my Prime token. Not available for this month due to having a free trial. Regular sub for this month it is.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Free trial, but no free sub comes with it. Well, thank you very much, Edsart. Tier 1, 13 months. Much appreciated. Just keep in mind, though, that regular subs, I think they automatically renew. So while I would appreciate it, keep that in mind. Because I don't know if you want that. %95% Alyssa Lay, really? Alright, Hateable Vermin's gonna die if you don't, well... No, Hateable Vermin's just gonna die, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's any helping that. Unless we get the world's most dangerous blaster bomb down there. Like... the most dangerous, because it's Mr. Zeddy Pangu through a very obnoxious hallway. You'd have to... You'd have to just really stretch it, and I don't think we want that. I don't think we want that. Yeah, I think he's just gonna walk up and get you, and not a whole lot I can do about it. Oh wait, oh, you're already downstairs, right? Of course. We will just get ready for him, but that's about that. Anike, just stay there, watch our side. And Ove, just hang out, we'll see what comes up the hallway. Guilt trips you a little bit when you turn off auto renewal? Ah, that's okay, I don't mind. I get it. Why didn't you just stab us? Where'd you get the pistol, and why didn't you just stab us? You fool. You coulda killed people. You coulda. Ooh. What's that? Oh, Jesus. Hi. We'll see what we can do for outranging it. And in the meantime, we'll see. Talked to several people who played Long War the Chosen, and the main issue with compatibility is the mod devs refuse to make it out of beta, despite it being feature complete almost, so other mod devs don't want it to be compatible with it yet because it's beta. No, yeah, that's exactly it, and I don't blame them. I don't know how big the development team for Long War the Chosen currently is, but it is currently in beta stage 3, working its way toward beta stage 4. Past 4, there is a final version that is going to be kicked off, I think, and then it'll be released proper. So I would assume middle of next year, mid to late next year. I would assume, from just personal half-assed guessing. That's the big thing, though. Because the more I was looking into it, the more I was seeing people being like, well, this technically works, but you have to be careful not to select this menu from this screen and stuff like that. And it's like, dude, I know me. I'm gonna just like misclick it somehow and fuck everything, and we'll have to load some autosave to fix it again. And Jesus, what are you doing, Ecliptic? Stop it. Quit running. You're actually safe here, but stop it. Jeez. Oh, God. Daniel Snow reload. Mr. Zeddy Pongu, step back. I mean, you see what I mean with the misclicks? I know myself. I know how this works. But all sorts of weird stuff like that. And as far as like different maps go, I'd have to see and look into compatibility with that. Not that long where the chosen adds maps, but it adds mission types, and it could be that those maps don't support the mission types, and I don't know. We'll have to see about that.
Fried chicken.
Yeah. All right. You know, pro tip for frying chicken. You rinse the chicken, you dip it in water, and then flour, and then you put it back in the water. And then you re-flour, and what that does is you get a flour coating on the chicken, and then you wet the flour that's already on there, and you get more flour in there, and it gives you a real nice, thick, crisp crunch. Really nice. That's the way we did it at work. PTX Legend, thank you very much for the 210 bits, man. Much appreciated. Bang. Think of, I'm gonna have you run around and kill the one that's sleeping too. Makes me nervous. And that was this mess, so just hang tight. Maybe we pull Ove back for the sectopod down below. I don't know if what we've got down there is enough. And Marty, continue aggressive scouting, because like you don't really have the health to have Noble on. So yeah. If you do the Q thing, and it comes up as like Pasta 17th or something like that, like I'll just assume that you're okay with just being the first. So you don't have to like leave the queue and all that stuff. Alright, down below. There he is, with his back turned too. Hateable vermin aim shot, it's blind, but 123% chance. Nailing it. Right in the exhaust pipe. I think Hateable vermin and Alyssa can then just walk up. We'll see about finishing off these guys. Wreck their morale a little bit more. Whatever that is, see about finishing that off. The sleeping blob here, we will pick up and scoot to finish that off. There's another one just there coming up. Weird angle, but it works. We have not looked what's up there exactly. I think we... No, I mean, when we get out to here, the blaster bombs will be useful, I think. We just gotta make sure we're actually clearing stuff out here. Which seems good. I'm gonna say we're okay here. Nice big open spot for our blaster launches to kick off. Now, what's annoying about this? Okay, 53%. There you go. I don't know if that affected him very much at all. I was gonna say what's annoying about this now is that because we're not targeting a person, your accuracy is all confused. I was hoping you could shoot through and break down the stuff there, but I guess not. He doesn't have a pistol. He might walk up to Rollo and do stuff. Just dudes hanging around with a sword of some form. Raid scouting with Anike. Okay. Devastator. I think I want to pull back for some more pulse LMGs. Get some more of that acid damage going on. Because it's not a... Laser's not a great weapon against the ethereals, and there's a lot of ethereals left. Not quite so many sectopods, I'm thinking. Oh, save game uploader? There we go. It wasn't set for auto upload. Whoops. That's okay. Doing stuff to Rollo, that's fine. Phoenix, come on down, finish him off. They quite literally just melt with the pulse LMG. It's really, really nice. Banekin on sectopod duty. Yeah. Pulse LMG and stuff. Come on up for that. We get spider scribed armed with it. Because we got a bunch more than... In fact, you already had one at one point. You got the ammo for it, at least. Ove, quick look just to make sure. I'm gonna assume that's fine. I'm going to assume that's fine too. I don't know if we're hitting him or not. I really wish you threw it where I told you to throw it. Alright. Slowly working our way down. I think I'll have you also get a pulse LMG or so. Ah, he bled out. I think that was just a silicoid. This is looking like the final room here. I don't really have a guess as to how many are left. I'm really not sure. That's okay, it's still pretty far away. He's still just hanging out there. Quick snapshot, he gonna mind too much? Just the one though, don't pick on him too much. We got Yellow Victini who can round the corner and finish him off for you. Okay. Hey, I don't want to Nikkei. Welcome, welcome. Marty finally passed out. That's fine. His health is too low. Yeah, no, we need this. We need this scooted a little more. Oops. You're ready to reload. Benken spotting another silicoid. A lot of silicoids, man. Okay. Long range with laser, we can take that out. Won't be so bad. And that's why not everybody has a pulse gun. Because chem damage against those is garbage. Basically immune, I think. We'll get you down all the way, because it looks like we got the final room going on here. Yellow Victini, pull out the pulse LMG. Ignore the reload for a moment. Is our friend still there? He is indeed. We'll take another quick snapshot. Take out that shield a little bit more. A lot of just standing by. That's a heavy plasma. God, I'm nervous. What was that? I heard that. Someone threw something, but it didn't go very far because it didn't even show me. Eh? Where was that at? Ah, up there. Why? Oh, I know why. You're trying to cheat and throw up to Rolo, you cheat. I gotcha. Yeah, I'm no stranger to that technique nowadays, apparently. Unfortunately. Hucking things through floors. Can't believe these guys. Thought this would be tomorrow your time and you'd be just able to sit back and watch at your leisure. Night shift for you soon. Man, well, there's not a whole lot left to watch. I mean, depending on when your shift starts, you might still be able to catch the end of it here. I don't think there's too many of them left. Their turns don't take too terribly long. You need a little bit of noble on. Can see what I can do for you. You took out the Cybermite. We got an ethereal still down there. Yeah, you're totally happy just idling there. We can see about getting you into a spot to take out the dudes up on that tower, since they're being jerks. I think there's maybe like 7 more. Ah, poor ecliptics. Oh yeah, that's Marty. Yeah, we'll keep you there. I was gonna finish you off. Thought you were an alien. All right, Ove with low sanity is okay. Oh, sure. Now you move. Mm-hmm. We're basically immune to fire, so it's okay to stand in it. But how's that going for you up there? I wasn't sure if I should have gone for that second one. I'm a little bit glad I did now. Yeah, back end's looking okay. That's just some dude, but we can hang out next to the door because he's got a long way to go. That's fine. And yeah, Boselli. We got some spare Noble somewhere here, right? Yeah, Hateable Vermin's got some spare for you, so head up with them. We're gonna need help getting up into this main area anyway. So, yeah, and the two of you. Yeah. You... Actually, come back up quick. There's still a little bit of Noble on. Grab that then for next turn. God, I'm nervous. Oh, this isn't comfy. Okay. The Buton did a Trissy Lion, yeah. I thought I was helping! What? Relax! Stop! Uh-oh. Oh my god, he clubbed X. Bad news for you, guy. Okay. Well, you know what? Spider Scribe also had a bunch. Ruh-roh. We'll see if we can get a reaction of the century off. I don't know, though. Those things, they bite and they hurt. We'll get you some pills next turn. Hang in there. A little bit longer. And that, I don't know if that was the guy actually with the Devastator. Could have been. Might have been he just took off and left. Meanwhile, you ain't doing so hot. Your ethereal friend, I imagine is still up there somewhere. You're grabbing that spare Noble on. Oh wait, there's like a shitload of Noble on here actually. Like there's so much Noble on there. You can go ahead and be our drug mule. I know you're pretty weak for it, but we'll figure it out. Okay, yeah, there he is. I don't know if this... It looks like it goes all the way down. Looks like it goes all the way down. Is he still on fire? He is still on fire. He might panic and stuff soon. The fat elevator. Alright, we'll see how that Cybermite goes. That's a bit scary. There's a reaction shot. And the explosion's fine. Phew! Good work. Oh god, Ecliptics, really, man? It's fine. It's fine. Relax. Here, try some. Yeah, just one use left on these. And drop them. Get some fresh ones. Fresh pills. Just the one fatal wound. We can handle that. Easily done. And hateable vermin. Throw it over. And take one yourself. Easy. And step back away from the door because I don't know if there's anything coming out next turn. We weren't able to scout it. And over here. We see that ethereal yet? No? You being shy? Got a plasma devastator. I'd really like to not play with that. Otherwise, I'd say let's hang out and wait for it to come out. But ugh. Yeah, go for another shot. You can stand and fire, it's fine. You hang out there waiting for him. You're a bit stuck. And Ove can't really react anyway, so I guess just exist there and wait for him to maybe come around. I think that's this turn. Man, they're really trying for Ecliptics. Daniel Snow the second's unconscious, the Devastator came up. Wow, just off the map entirely. Fuck ceilings, I guess, huh? Okay. So he ran maybe inside. Maybe he's looping back around. I don't know. Daniel Snow, I'll try to save you, but no promises. Since he's up there then. We're okay to take this room. I'd like to grab one more with you. So that's a lot of fresh stuff for us. Take a peek, he's just there. So Boselli, take him out. Okay. We can hang out there. You guys watch our flanks. Actually, Spider Scribe, come around. We might need a second pulse burst or so. So we'll just hang back for Overwatch purposes. While they get ready to head in. Yeah, this guy. We'll see. Ove. Can you don't have sanity, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter for the robots. hang out here for a while. Let your energy get caught up. Ecliptic's under alien control. I don't think he has anything. Not even, like, grenades. Daniel Snow died. Understandable. Not sure where he's gone. I guess just up there somewhere. Oh yeah, just there. Easily handled. Okay. And he died. I guess he's like beneath that? He didn't really die. He's still around. Just unconscious, but I don't see him anywhere. I don't know how that's gonna work with him. So, Drug Mule. Come along now, we need you. We're going in soon. Actually, I'll get you around on that side, in case something comes up and around. And we'll slowly work to get everybody over. Ove, just stay there. Ecliptics. Howdy doody. Ben can come back down. They're real. Yeah, just there. Hi. With an incinerator. An incineratron. Well done. Good robot. Okay, he's not up here. Actually, he might have been the dude beside the incinerator. That might be that guy just walking through. I think it is, you know. And Rollo wasn't actually able to get a whole lot done with the titanium shrapnel launcher, which is a little bit sad. What are we, an emote-only mode or something? What's going on over there? Concussion cannon on this guy. Yellow Victini, throw your gun at him. The fuck is an ethereal doing with a concussion cannon? Yellow Victini, you suck. Like, you're not good. You're really, it still has its shield up even. Like, you just have to touch it. And the shield, you typically kill the guy along with the shield, in fact. Man. Good for a rookie. I guess missing 100% of your shots is good for a rookie. Sure, I'll go along with that logic. If it helps you sleep at night. Better than expected for a rookie. It's okay, he can't aim either. He's trying to long range the sonic concussion. Alright, two of them now, Yellow Victini. Your life a little bit depends on it. Hey, there you go. You got a good hit off. Anike can finish him off. 246% chance. Blam. As long as you get rid of the shield, that's what's most important. Well done. 2 down that turn. That feels good. We're gonna slowly walk up here. Against better judgment. Mr. Zeti Pangu, actually feed Boselli. Feed both of you guys, actually. You're both needing it pretty bad. There you go. You guys can actually just pick that up this turn. Om nom nom. Crush pills. Pills are good. Okay. And Ove, stay put. Phoenix, scout out a little bit more. Yeah, cool. Rollo. Not that you panic and stuff. God, could you imagine if rookies or really anybody just had a chance to drop the weapon when they fire it based on the weapon's weight and recoil modifier? The guy just literally flies out of your hands when you fire it. Ah, Mr. Zedipangu, the mule. You've got a lot of time units, Mr. Man. I thought we'd be safe out here because they'd have to go down the elevator, round the corner, down the hallway, and open the door. Turns out it only requires 0.5 time units to melee attack, apparently. Jeez. And you've gone critical. Ecliptics, how you doing? Doing alright? Hanging in there? Yeah, one more. Not enough focus. Okay. That last one would have knocked you out. But you are stable. Ish. Okay. It's Rollo following in behind. Ove is getting there again with energy. Just another couple turns, you'll be alright. I'll turn you a bit diagonal so you can help with reaction shots from both ways. Not looking good on the whole Nobelon front. There's another one down there, another one in front of Ove. Marty died. Overstunned. Yeah, this is awkward. Hey, how you doing, British Pete? Welcome, welcome. If only I had an auto fire. Because you are just going to shoot me and kill me. And Ecliptics can't get there in time. Maybe he's out of time units. He is not out of time units. Okay, we're going in. He is easy enough to bring down, but quick change. There we go, because I'd like to actually hit the guy. Thank you, Anike. can have a turbo laser sniper rifle. That's a joke. That's a good one. Good one. Yeah. Okay. Bad news for Ove. Unless the thing just like panics and does nothing. Oh, I went for an auto fire too, just to be sure. Ecliptic's panicking. Come on, Ecliptics. And that might... Not really sure where that might was. I think it was up here, right? Chrysalid hives? Never did chrysalid hives. I don't know what the dealio is with chrysalid hives. Never had it. Oh. I don't think chem works. Elisa, you're gonna have to do this, I think. Watch as the thing's actually armed. Hey, how you doing, Marty? Keep an eye out for that little whatever. So I think that was up here somewhere, like around our main elevator area, I think. I don't really know who saw it though, that's the thing. I don't know. Titanium shrapnel rocket would be... The shrapnel rockets are so far away, though. I think I just shoot it. It's not the most conclusive ending. Maybe spider scrap, maybe you can't slap it. Nope. I tried. As you enter the chamber, you see the alien brain, the object of your quest. Before you can fire it, it communicates to you via a screen at its base. Ish. It implores you to listen to its arguments for survival before you make the decision to pull the trigger. The brain speaks. Many millions of years ago, the planet you call Mars was alive. At the music. This life was brought to a barren planet by our civilization as it was to yours. For millions of years, we have visited your planet and genetically developed your species. You cannot kill us, you are a part of us. I forgot how bad the images were too. Here's the center of Martian civilization. The pyramids built millions of years before yours by a species which is your ancestor. No planet is beyond our reach. This power could be yours before long. All we ask is your cooperation. The alien brain is interrupted by a burst of hot plasma and the entire alien force is defeated. The image, what? You got like a... It looks like a dart pistol with a scope shooting a white laser beam, and you've got just like a shield or a plant in your offhand, and you're like really sticking that ass out. No. Oh man. Oh. Once the aliens have lost Mars, they have lost the Earth. Before long, the XCOM research allows humanity to flourish once more and claim Mars for itself. The alien menace has gone, but for how long? No one knows. Bam. There we go, victory. The 7th of February, 2002. About a year later than anticipated.
A winner is you.
A winner is me. A winner is us. We did it, guys. We did it. Thank you, Neophyte. Oh god, how stressful, man. How fucking stressful. Sky Collective 100 bits. Much appreciated. Very stressful. Yeah, the clinic logs put us like way behind, but that's okay. While we were waiting for clinic logs, we were still able to get a lot of research done, and we sort of leapfrogged over a whole portion of the game because of that. Total income, a mere 1.6 billion. Yeah, not that bad. 506 missions, 84 fails. Best mission rating 3,899. A little bit low, actually. Agents recruited, about like 3.5 to 4 playthroughs worth of agents recruited. Like 10 playthroughs of agents lost. We killed 5,000 enemies, captured 1,400 of them. Average accuracy 36% with a mere 22 friendly fire incidents. Magma Pulse LMG obviously being MVP. Sectoids being the biggest bastard because we got nothing else. 10,251 sick days. 1,269 UFOs detected, discovering 12 bases, infiltrated 9 countries, 5 terror attacks, 6 bases built. We own 53 craft. Man, 1,890 research completed. About like 83%, I think, of the research trade we did. Wasn't looking. Can we play through it again? No. No, we cannot. Man, I'm surprised we did it. That was looking really close there at the start. I think we pulled ahead with the Muton and the Ethereal together in the tower, and then in front of Ove, the couple that we killed in that area. I think just those little clusters of dudes that we took out pretty easily, quickly, helped a lot. None of them really did a panic spree, but jeez. Man, files, what a thing, huh? I think the beginning of it is the best, though, like by far. I'm not sure what people say with the beginning being... Oh, Pog. Whoa, 1,000 bits from Zerocom. Thank you very much. Pog, indeed. Jeez. I think, because when I first started playing this, people always said the beginning of the game is really slow, really awful, but it picks up a lot. But I think that's complete opposite. I think the beginning is by far the best. I think the beginning is where the general idea of xcomfiles came from. And from there, they expanded it and added on more and thought, well, what if we loop in the general invasion and we do that kind of stuff? But I don't think any of that was really balanced or play tested or thought through at all. And just over the years, more and more and more has been thrown on. And it's become a bit of a mess that it is today. But the beginning was good. It's knowing that the enemy ranks, some of them have really good night vision and all that. Some of them have really good camouflage, some of them have a bit of both, and some of them seem to see through smoke, and it makes it really difficult to know which ones have which, because there's nothing in the game that tells you that stuff at all. Especially with dodge chance and all that. Like, I didn't do with melee. We did basically no melee this entire time through, because close quarters combat, I disagree with it entirely, which significantly changes the experience and completely skews the balance. So with that in mind, But there's no way to see dodge chance or their night vision or their camouflage or any of that stuff. There's none of that in game, and there's nothing really on their sprite that would indicate that they've got that kind of thing. If I saw a dude with night vision goggles, I could assume, oh, they've got good night vision, so going in night against them is not really going to be a good thing, but it's just some ranks just have it, and others don't, and you just have to know what the ranks are. The images make it a little bit clear, but not entirely, which rank they are. So the beginning was really rough because of that.
Superhuman run win?
No. No. Although that said, the beginning of the game on Superhuman, I also did a little bit of a Superhuman run with it, just out of curiosity. The beginning of the game's not that bad. When you know how to exploit, and you take advantage of their weaknesses, that's... On Superhuman, it's generally fine. And in fact, kind of easy, because you get so much money. You know, like one Exalt thing you get like 6 Cyclone from on Superhuman, which is a shitload of money early on. And since you're not losing people, that money just goes right into getting earlier research and getting all that done a lot easier. But as soon as the alien invasion happens, that's when everything changes. That's the first difficulty cliff, and one of my major issues with the game is the difficulties all over the place. Like, while typical XCOM, you might have the balance starting around here. And it just it generally goes down a little bit, and then at some point it kind of picks up a bit because, you know, then you start getting the mixed crew and all that stuff, but it's generally just like overall a fairly steady decrease as the game just gets easier and easier and easier, and maybe plummets down when you start to get mind control stuff, because mind control is brokenly easy. But in Files, it probably starts like up here, unless you know how to take advantage of the nighttime stuff. And with the rats making it a lot easier, the rats make it a lot easier too. Maybe not quite so high, because the rats are really good. And the different terrains help a lot too, because the biggest struggle was the enemies spotting you and giving all of them vision, so they all just start taking shots. But since I started streaming this, the pistol accuracy has been nerfed pretty heavily with a 4 accuracy drop-off per tile, which is hugely significant. That means that the dudes across the map who spot you by proximity aren't taking quite so many shots. And if they do take a shot, it's a really wild miss. So it's much less threatening, because that was super intimidating before, where it's just like, here's your car, some dudes in the middle of nowhere, completely surrounded by like 14 guys. Good luck. It sucked. It's not fun. But it got a lot better. The new maps, the new tile sets. Thank you, Daniel Snow. With Prime Gaming. 5 months. Much appreciated, man. Yeah, the new tiles with more cover and all that makes it a lot easier. It's a lot more doable. It might not be quite so unforgiving not doing missions at night. Maybe. But I'd say Files starts generally pretty difficult, and it gets gradually a little bit easier. But then when the invasion hits, it's just like, bam. Even with the very best armor that you've got at the time of finishing off the cults, if you've done the work and you've done the grinding to get the Durithread, to get the Tritanium, you can get the Tritanium heavy suits, you become practically immune to the cult guys. Like, basically none of them could do any damage to you at all whatsoever. It does nothing against the aliens, though.
Case closed. Puts on sunglasses.
I don't think that's how that goes. Thank you, Zerkram. It'd be a bit of a different show if that were the case. Videos for YouTube. I think there's 3 more. I think 3. But even with the very best armor that you get from the cult stuff and doing really well and putting in the work and effort and all that, does nothing against the aliens. They'll still just one-shot you, which is a big problem. I think the aliens starting off with heavy plasma and such is a bit wild. I reckon they should start with like plasma pistols, plasma rifles on occasion. Maybe some of the higher ups with a cannon, perhaps. But the way it is now, it's one-shot territory. You shoot at them, they shoot back, they probably hit, and you just got one shot. You've just lost a soldier that you've just been annihilating cults with out of nowhere. It sucks. It's a poopy feeling. The balance is just, it's nuts. It's insane. I would like to see the aliens using slightly weaker weapons, or the heavy titanium having a little more resistance against the plasma. Because the way it is now, it's ridiculous to think that you've completely owned the beginning of the game, and then you get into the invasion, you just get annihilated. Or make it more clear that you're not meant to be going after the aliens when the invasion starts. Because you'd think that you'd be able to. But I'm thinking the idea is that you maybe kind of ignore them, and you instead opt for some of the underwater stuff and go through that. Or you take care of some of the zombies and the underground stuff and all that, which is also a cool thing. Hey, happy birthday, King Skank. Shit. Hope it goes good for you. Jeez. What's probably my biggest issue with the mid-game? I mean, the grind is obviously insane. Having to stun so many engineers, which if you're using melee in close quarters combat, it's probably not that big of a deal. But I think that was just me making it significantly harder on myself by not having close quarters combat on. And the bioweapons make it significantly easier, since you can kind of just go through them with that. The bioweapons unlock so early though, which is also really strange. I almost forgot they existed entirely. The aliens should be dangerous. I do agree with that though. They should be dangerous, but I feel like just from a gameplay perspective, to encourage fun and some sort of a sense of progression, I don't think it's okay for them to always be able to one-shot you throughout the entirety of the game. They should always have the upper hand, yes, but this is a little too much. The bio damage switch fixed the dart weapons for sure. Before then, yeah, they seemed really not great at all. The bio was a really huge change that significantly changes how they work. It makes the avatar easier to bring down. It makes sectoids a lot easier to bring down and get live and all that. I do think that the leaders and stuff teaching you so many ship things, it's a problem. Through just RNG, you just have to hope that you get something that's actually useful and worthwhile. I do like that there are multiple ways to go. Like, you may be going with the underground stuff, you may be going with the underwater stuff, you may be focusing on trying to advance the aliens, or you may just hang out slowly and work on just like some of the last cults and work on like the Whiz Kids and the Syndicate. However, that comes with a caveat in that there's too many missions. I can't keep it straight. I still don't even know what all the Syndicate missions were. If somebody were to ask me what the chain is of missions to progress in Syndicate, I'd have no idea. I wouldn't know. I like that there are different paths, and I like that you can kind of choose a path to go down and advance on that and just focus there while you put the other stuff on standby, because it's really easy to get monthly rating. Not a problem at all, 100%. Very simple to have a positive rating every single month. Unless you really significantly bomb it. But I bombed a couple months worth of missions and we were still positive. Well, I'm not sure. But I think that the different paths to go down for the missions is a cool thing, but it's implemented a bit oddly in that they all kind of loop together in the end. You still do them all. Apparently there is a path that I wasn't able to go down, maybe just through RNG, or maybe because I kind of stopped with the whole zombie thing. Maybe the zombies led to chrysalids. That makes sense. But I think it would have been cool to, like, you know, maybe in my playthrough, maybe I did like a lot of Syndicate stuff and I got to the end of Syndicate and they gave me some cool technologies through that. But in somebody else's playthrough, maybe they never went that way. Maybe they went more with the underwater stuff and they went through the TFTD route, so they were able to get the aquaplastics and ZR to specialize in sonic weapons, so they're doing a lot of concussive damage and stuff, and that's just how they did their game. And that comes with its own unique challenges through the fact that you're using concussive damage, which certain things may be good against it, other things not. Like, I'd imagine a mutant wouldn't really care about concussive damage, whereas something like the like the silicoids are really weak to concussive, and maybe aquatoids are weak to concussive. And it's just, it makes some things easier and some things not easier, and through that you're able to progress a different way. You know, maybe you can go with the underwater stuff to get the sonic stuff, so you do the concussive damage so that you can easily bring down mutants, so that you can eventually get whatever mutants teach you, and that's got its own little path that it goes down, and it turns into a completely different gameplay experience that way, which makes it a lot more replayable as well. Which, for about as long as this, isn't necessarily a good thing, because, man, when you play it this, how many hours did we have it? Like 240 hours plus easily, just this run. Way too long. I don't want to revisit it. But if there's less bloat, and you beeline towards stuff, and you know what you can skip and know how to do it, you can probably get it done in like 60 hours, which is still a bit long, but a little more reasonable to then expect perhaps a different playthrough with a different path that you go down, and oh, maybe I try it this way, or oh, you know, I didn't really do much with the zombie stuff, I skipped the vampire castle, and maybe this time I see about doing that real quick. So as soon as zombie missions pop up, you know, dart gun them and stun them and take them on. You get through with that as quickly as possible to unlock whatever that brings you, and then you use that against the aliens in the end. You have only one criticism with how I play? Just the one? Come on. Not enough kamikaze rookies with primed explosive charges. Yeah, no, the explosives in general I didn't really use too. Like landmines I didn't use this time around, remote bombs I didn't use this time around, which would have been really useful. Melee and close quarters combat is by default on, and it's very heavily balanced with that in mind, which, since I had that off, I made it a lot harder on myself. I think the mod also expects you to save scum a little bit when a mission goes totally tits up, but obviously I don't save scum. I think I loaded just the one time when there's a reaction shot with a titanium shrapnel launcher on the ship during a Cult of Apocalypse mission. A mission that we didn't need to be doing, and a reaction shot that shouldn't have happened because I, 1, forgot to clear 10 minutes at the start, and 2, assumed that we couldn't shoot over the tanks, which we can't shoot over. But there is just like a pixel of the hitbox that we were able to apparently see through and also shoot through, so we tried it and we nailed the side of the ship. I think that was the only time I loaded though. The sanity stuff is overall really strange as well. That's a completely other thing. Robots were kind of new with how many missions there were and how long the sanity takes to replenish. The sanity is a weird thing. I still think the sanity should be a modifier on morale loss when a negative thing happens. When somebody dies and you don't have a lot of sanity left, you're much more likely to go berserk. Something that would have only reduced your morale by 20 will instead reduce your morale by upwards of 60. We'll say 300% if you're out of sanity, or fuck it, maybe 1,000% if you're out of sanity completely. So keeping it up is a good thing, but if you're able to play well and you don't have to worry about it, then you don't have to worry about it. Your soldier can go insane and stuff, and that's fine. I kind of like it as a way to encourage you to bring in fresh units every mission, while the more advanced veterans are on sort of cooldown, on standby. Because obviously you don't want to bring in the really super cool, awesome veterans with no sanity from the previous missions on a mission where you also have a rookie who ends up just getting one shot by like a rifle or something because they're a rookie and they're terrible. And then you get your top people going berserk and panicking and all that, and then it just goes, it spirals out of control then. I think it's way too harsh the way it is now, because it completely debilitates the soldier. Like, they can't get out of it when it starts happening. I'm not a fan at all of its current implementation. I'm not really a fan of time limits at all in a tactics game anyway, because if the player wants to play really slowly and take their time, then fine. You know, a lot more people like just playing chess rather than speed chess. There doesn't need to be a time limit associated with it. It adds extra challenge, sure, but it opens up a whole new can of worms that a lot of players are going to just be like, there's a time limit? Nope, fuck it, I'm not doing it. Like, I know my wife, if she was interested in this game, she wouldn't want to be playing these later on missions because of sanity acting like a timer, and that's no good. Pirates also have some sort of a sanity thing. Breaks your brain with all the mechanics. Really well done, but holy moly, the game's extensive, complicated, and huge. Yeah, I'm not going to be taking a look at Pirates. There is some really offensive stuff that was exchanged on Discord that put me off of entirely playing Pirates, and has also put me off of playing Files generally. There is a certain point in Files where it was like, I really don't want to play this anymore because of how my community's been treated by their Discord. But, oh well. It sort of is what it is. Just to get some sound again. Sure. Well, actually, that's like the same song, isn't it? There we go. Nice, good, classic stuff. Oh. I've heard Pirates is really good, though. I'm sure it is. But I really don't want to advertise it or really give too much feedback. I mean, it's been made abundantly clear that neither developer really cares about feedback or wants it or would even care what I have to say because I'm nobody. So fine. Like I was putting together, we sort of joked about it in my Discord a little bit about putting together a document because the files developer really doesn't take feedback very well, especially if you say that something's not working right or broken or isn't really great at all or ruins the fun. He doesn't take to that very well. So as a joke, we were thinking about just putting together a list of things and just throwing the list at him of just, here's all the things that we think are broken and wrong, just to see what he does. Sort of poke the bear a little bit. But I thought, you know what, that'd actually be a really cool thing to like do a video and really concisely edit, you know, certain examples and scenarios and feedback and all that and put some time into really helping improve the mod. But after what all transpired, well, with the N-word being thrown around and people calling each other Nazis and generally just supporting rape culture and just really horrible stuff, I no longer really care to do that. I don't care at all. Their community has completely put me off of wanting to interact with them in any way, shape, or form. I just want to be done with it. So this is generally where we're going to be ending files. I would have liked to have gone into new battle and shown off some examples and tried to give some feedback to improve the mod, but I won't be doing that. I will, though, when XCOM 2 is finished up, we will be revisiting OpenXCOM stuff. There's a few other mods that I want to look at made by developers who are actually genuinely really good people with a very awesome, wholesome community, and I'm going to be spending quite a lot of time helping them improve their stuff.